Hey guys, just got out of the shower, got done working in the garden. I think I'd do like a garden tour. I've only been messing with it for about 2 or 3 weeks. Some of the garden's on the other side of this bridge. Not really garden, but we got over here, we got my blueberry bush, a big one there, which it's about I want to say 2 or 3 years old. It's pretty big. And I got this one not too long ago. I don't really know what kind it is. Although it has like orangish yellow leaves. It's a little different. And I started putting posts in because I'm gonna fence the garden in. I have 100 foot of welded wire. I only would use it to fence in the garden to keep out rabbits and stuff. Anything else, it's not good for. I'm just gonna grow some vines up on it if I, and to keep some cats out and things like that. Armadillo. So there is a ditch here, and it'll be a 4 foot fence, so something would have to jump pretty far to get in there. Armadillos can jump pretty far, but I got another post way over there. I'm just gonna wrap the corner. But I just got them in today, so the concrete needs to cure up a little bit before I pull the wire. And then the other side up top is fenced up there, and it's fenced where the goats are. We'll put a little door on the bridge. Probably gonna put a roof on the bridge too, honestly. I ran out this way onto there, 48 feet to there, and then just connect to the goat pen. I just got a little piece of wire I'll put in there. Grapevines are doing pretty good this year. I end up just picking up fertilizer, triple 13, and I ended up putting it around it. And it seems like it kicked it off good, because I mean, I already see tons of little grapes, and it's not even May yet. There is a bit of a, not frost, but like about 40 degrees, 30, 36 degrees, dip down there a little bit. So a little concern for me, but maybe not. I just cleaned this area up. I ordered landscape fabric because I'm gonna run a 3 foot strip from the pole all the way across to the pole, and then mulch it. Nice layer of mulch. I got mulch around there right now, just a little bit, and my triple 13 I'll put around it. Same thing with this guy. It took him, and he's been over here since we've been here. It took him a while to get up, just to reach up to the first wire. And I gotta come back and trim a little bit. There's some dead branches. I went through earlier and trimmed all dead branches, but now it has leaves. I can come back and nip off little things that don't have anything. But man, it was last year getting single grapes, and that looks like a little line. I think it's a Concord if I remember rightly, but it's starting to take in. And then the fence is going to be, I don't know, about 2.5 feet behind it. So that one there is like, it'll be up on the fence. That one's going crazy there. And then he's starting to go. Now I got fertilizer, and I got to get rid of the weeds and landscape it. The weed pressure will help with the grapevine. Then there's this thing. This was here before the goats were here. It used to be a horse and then goats. So then I had to hurry up and throw a thing in there to keep them from eating the stalk off of it. But this thing, it gets like long purple flowers. Now it's starting to get all the buds, and then a frost killed them off. So I've only got a picture, I think, of one. I've seen one bud on there. Unfortunate. So maybe next year or so, maybe we'll get it. That's one I got on there. They should have a bunch of them, and they should be like kind of real long, 6 inches long or so. I just trimmed it back a little bit. It was drooping to the ground, but I trimmed her back where it's actually a nice little shady spot up under here. I'm probably gonna maybe put a little bridge here, just easier access to this side. I'm not 100%. If not, we'll put some kind of trail system for it. We was talking about transplanting it, but let me get you in here and we'll take a look at this guy, because I didn't know it was gonna grow like this. But I mean, it's like there's a solar charger up there. It's all through it. It's through the fence. It would be a lot of work to try. I don't know if you could just cut it back real far, and then I'd have to try to get this root system. Like this guy's a big guy right here, my little buddy. I've been throwing them little clip-ins and stuff all day, so they're wanting more. Okay, so this is the new thing I did today. Putting the post in. Some are a little crooked because you hit rocks. And then I tidied up the grapevines. I'm gonna get the fence put in here. Not sure what to do about this area yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do another run of grapevine. Maybe. I got the gate here. But once the garden's in, like I got a gate up there where I can come in. Once the garden's in pretty good, I won't really be driving in here. So I might switch this gate out to a 4-foot gate just for walking in, and then take this gate somewhere else, because I do have another 10-foot gate up there I currently don't use. Goat house, we got the metal roof on, but I also got another we're gonna put a door in here, and this is a whole nother chute. And I need to put some boards on that gate where they can't get through. But I ordered some 2-year-old, there's a 3-year-old asparagus root, or they call them crowns. I'm probably gonna plant them up here in the top corner, because I think they spread sort of. Ooh, there's fire going on over there. Under a burn ban, but they're burning. I mean, it's not bad, but I'll probably plant them up in here, because the goats will be in this corner area on the other side. So if it wants to spread, they'll take care of it. Now, if you see all the little orange ribbons out there, the 3 out there is pawpaw trees, and then the 3 over here is my chestnut trees, and that's the chestnut trees there. All right, here is the planting spot. This is this took a long time. Guy came in with a tractor, busted up the hard grass, and then I ran the tiller back and forth a lot. Ground's still pretty hard down that direction. Up here, it got pretty decent because it's going up the slope. Next year, I might get up higher, but I don't know how to show it. I wonder if I can lean you down. It's sloped. It's sloped, so when you're running a tiller, you're kind of like going uphill. I guess next year I can till downhill to get it broken up, but I want to run that way. It might rain. We ain't had rain in weeks. When I was digging the post, you can tell, because when I dig down, it was just dry for about a foot. And so far, I planted these last week, so probably gonna see nothing. I thought I saw some corn. Yeah, and see, we're starting to get a little bit of corn. A little corn poking up. This corn is an heirloom corn. It gets 4 foot tall. Apparently it sprouts fast, because I think I just planted it last week. Oh, we got something popping up here. So it's gonna be a watermelon or a pumpkin. Now, watermelon's done that way, so maybe pumpkin. And apparently I got something digging in my thing. I'm not sure something was here, because everywhere I planted, I put black cow on top. I don't know, some of them might have washed off. So I'm trying to get the fence in, keep all the little crawling things out. Now, birds, it's a different story. I might have to get some crows and put up on like fence posts and stuff. Not crows, you know what I'm saying? Owl. Put some owls and whatnot. And then this fence is cow wire. It has big squares. So I'm gonna get a roll of that welded wire, cut it in half, and run about a 2-foot section all the way across, keep things from wandering under. But oh, that's definitely a surprise, because I planted these last week. So there should be pumpkins over here, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. End of the row is gonna be a mixture of sunflowers. And then I think a little bit there. And this row, that row, and that row will be corn. 3 different kinds. But yeah, look. Got some more little stalks popping up. I planted 2 to 3 per hole. Oh yeah, there's all kinds popping up all through here. Oh, okay. I don't think the other. Oh, there's some there too. Oh crap. Oh. I got some here. Oh man, corn's popping up quick. Okay. So we'll have these 3 rows of corn. I transplanted, I bought watermelon here. That one's doing okay. That one's really not doing good. That one died. That one's not doing too good. He's okay, and he's sort of okay. This is a wet spot. It's like a dip in the ground. So this should hold a decent moisture for him, and it like continues on out that way. Plan is eventually this bank we'll dig into. We'll put a storm shelter, root cellar, and on down we might dig in We might put an underground greenhouse or submerged, I'm not sure. And then I have a couple acres up there, but it's probably about 20 or 30 foot wide by like 300 foot flat pad up there. I'd like to put a decent greenhouse. If any greenhouse companies want to send me one, got a whole spot to put it up. All right, we got some beans. These are purple hulled beans, which I mean something's already eating the freaking leaves, which is crazy. They're kind of popping up. Some of them are not looking too good. Like that bro, he got eaten up. Them two. That one's healthy root there. That one's not too good. I plant like two to four per hole. There's a few over here. This is just a bush bean, which apparently they are definitely not doing too good. I don't know. Yeah, no, those are looking real good. That one's not looking too bad. So yeah, that's the first time I planted beans. I don't really know. And then these are snap peas, sugar snap peas. I don't think any of them are popping up yet, which I have no idea what they look like. So I didn't want to pull any weeds out. The ground seems a hair dry on the top, but it underneath is really not. Because I just watered it the other day. I think we got one popping up here. So soil temperature by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. About 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun is down over here. Oh, it's behind a tree. All right, there's some more. I'll probably pull that one out since it's like the odd boy. There's no one down there. We'll probably pull him out too. 2 might be all right. It says plant them every 2 inches, 2 to 4 inches, so there should be a lot planted in here. There's a few more popping up, so yeah. And then we'll go back over this way as we walked around through the goat area. Here is my rhubarb. I grew these from seeds. They're not doing real bad. That one's doing pretty good. That one's not too bad. I planted a whole bunch because I know they probably a lot won't survive. So far they all seem to be alive, so that's pretty good. This is just a raised bed I made, and then I put a piece of cardboard at the bottom to keep keep weeds from growing up through, and eventually it'll break down. 4 or 5 bags of topsoil, a bag of black cow, and I think I threw a bag of potting mix in there maybe. If you watch one of my other videos, here's my compost bin. It's kind of breaking down. My my sweet potatoes I tried to make slips from, it did not work for me. All right, coming to the archway, I bought another cow panel because I want to make this arch longer. Now, that was a big, it's the only bad thing about, it makes nice shade, but that son of a bitch makes a lot of pine cones. And they're kind of like in the way. But anyway, 4 foot wide I believe they are. So I got another one, so we got 8 foot. And I may get one more, because you can walk underneath, it's pretty cool. I got plum grannies, I grew them from seeds too. Transplanted them a couple days ago. They're all doing pretty decent. I just rototilled this whole area real heavy. Mixed a bag of black cow in. So technically this is kind of a bowl in here right now. When you water it, just kind of hangs in. And you can walk up under here. It's about 6.5 foot tall. But I think it'd be cool to do a couple, and then one that way and one that way. You know how they're facing like this, but turn, and then run one up on top, and you make like a whole covered thing. Would be pretty neat. Loofahs are in the greenhouse. I'm trying to seed them right now. Catmint is popping up. Cucamelons, or I just put them seeds in, and a few corn plants for someone at work. So once I get that in, and maybe another one, and then once loofahs start popping up, I'm gonna rototill this up pretty good. You know, black cow, little topsoil, all that good stuff, and then we'll grow the loofahs up on here. Plum grannies can grow up on here, and it'll be neat because you can just walk on there and pick stuff. And we got the chickens over there, which in the wintertime, once I have all the fence done, I can let them out to roam the garden and eat the bugs and stuff. All right, we're at the potato. This is the experiment. These are 20-gallon grow bags, and then 5-gallon grow bags. Yukon Gold, which I think they have a longer time to pop up, because the reds, little red, can't remember the name, but they popped up real quick. Which there should only be like 3. I plant them near in the lines, and there's no one popping up. So a bunch are popping up. So I guess it's just putting off shoots. So this is an experiment, because when we're done, you know, when they grow up, die off, I can just dump the bag out. I did throw some fertilizer in just to give them a little heads up, because when you water the bag, you're gonna wash some nutrients out too, so you gotta be mindful of that. So that they're doing really good. Next year I may double my bag. I left room up there. I was gonna do sweet potatoes, but the slips didn't pop up. Now here's my squash zucchini, which they are looking pretty sad. Now it's wet underneath. Like I scratched down, it's wet. There is like a wood chip chicken poo underneath there. So maybe they are transplants, so they may be a little bit of a shock. Last year I grew them pretty good in the other raised bed. All right, here's my carrots. Again, I'm trying tubs where I can dump it out, plus carrots, you know, you want a nice, like a meat, like something they can grow down in without hitting rocks and stuff. These are an heirloom, I can't remember the name, again, where they're dark purple and yellow inside. So hopefully I get some, that'd be pretty neat to check out. Then we got some okra, got the little tag on there. Okra is doing meh, it's all right. Here's the two different, cherry and then the grape tomato. Cucumbers are there. That's my second time. The first time something snapped them all off. The one on the end is doing pretty good. The okra's not doing too bad. Might be a little rot. The black cow in here keeps growing mushrooms up through. The broccoli's doing good, which I probably should research what goes together all right, because the broccoli may be like, screw you plants, but well, this cucumber, he's starting to pop up. That's good. And then the freaking pine cone I keep stepping on. All right, now we get up to the other raised bed. A lot more broccoli. Tomatoes. Them tomato plants are doing good because they were this size or smaller. These are indeterminate, so they'll be way up on this hoop if they live, hopefully. The broccoli is doing pretty good, except for that one's kind of chilling. And then lettuce. The lettuce is it's here. It's not doing super yet. And then cantaloupe. I'm gonna grow it up on there too. Two are doing pretty good. The other two are they may not get a whole bunch of sun in this corner. That's the cantaloupe right there. Oh, and then we got strawberries. Put strawberries in. And then once the fence is along here, I'll probably plant the cucamelons to grow them up onto the thing. If you know what cucamelons are, look them up and then let me know what they are in the description. But so far, yeah, that's the garden. Got plenty more room to expand. And then out way over there is gonna be the orchard, which I already have some trees planted. But yeah, that's the tour so far. Just slow work. Just go out, peck away a little bit. Like today I came out, dug the fence post holes, put the fence post in, measured out, drove the post in. I run them about 12 foot. I used to do 10, but posts are getting expensive, so 12 is gonna have to do. I noticed I got a tad bit of black ants here and there, but from what I look up and stuff, it shouldn't hurt anything, so hopefully. I still got some I spread ant bait out. I missed a few spots over there. If you need it, make sure you get it. It's getting scarce. Fertilizer's getting scarce, but expensive now. So I saw it was up to about $20 for 50 pounds. So I just grabbed another one just in case. Like I said, as soon as I put some on the grapevine there, it's a slow release. You water it, you know. So they come alive pretty good. And then I finally just knocked all the weeds out of there. I don't really particularly like this fence, but it's gonna do for keeping small rodents out, cats, armadillos, things like that. I mean, certain things might get in. Trying to be a little proactive on that. Plus then the grapevine, that one will probably get onto the fence, or I don't know, I'll trim it back, we'll see. But I'm gonna landscape fabric it. And everything else is getting landscape fabric and mulched in between just to help hold water underneath and to keep most of the weeds down. You know, I didn't go too crazy. I didn't like bend the fabric up to the side and sealed off or whatnot. So blueberry bush doing good, more blueberries. And then I got a blackberry bush around the back of the house. It makes like big old blackberries, and they're thornless. I'll probably get several more for the side of the house. I need to landscape fabric it to keep the weeds from growing up, and put like a couple block high all the way around just to kind of divert water. I don't really like it rolling up against the side of the foundation. So. And then future garden updates, like I said, it'd be nice if one of your greenhouse companies sent me a big greenhouse for up there. But to get rid of that shed, it's pretty old for being a plastic shed and being picked up by high winds and thrown a couple times. So we're gonna build a 8x8 or 6x8 or something in there, 6x12, where we can hang tools. I can stack a little bit of hay. Mainly make it a garden shed. We'll probably make a hay area later. Let me know what you'd put in this area. Should I run another grapevine or two? Continue some raised beds out. It gets basically pretty full sun here until, see the sun here, it comes, what is that? The sun comes up, but not quite over top. It goes that direction, it gets behind there and there. So we'll be behind some trees after a certain point. But it's quite a few hours of sun. Catch you guys later.